Hi all, Bones here from AusBSA Bantams. On with the Jawa engine again, and from our last episode I said I had to machine up a sleeve for here. So right at this point I'm feeling like a right royal dickhead because I'm so used to looking at 3-speed Bantam gearboxes, and then it dawned on me that this is a 4-speed gearbox, so it's a gear that's missing off there, and it was sitting underneath a rag on the workbench, so I don't have to machine anything up at all. Oh. So I've gone for a dry fit up of the cases, and I've got a bit of a problem, and that is the flywheels just contacting the case. When I pulled this engine apart, it had no shims on the flywheel to centre the crank. So being the weekend, I can't get into town to get some shims, so I'll do that in a couple of days' time, and I'll shim the crank so it's got clearance on either side. I've measured it all up. There's plenty of room to put shims in there, so that's all going good. So next job I've got is the clutch basket. The bush for the clutch basket is well and truly flogged out, and I forgot to machine it up when I pulled it apart and I checked everything out. So I'm going to get onto that because I can't really progress this at the moment anymore. I've got brake backing plate back for my back wheel, and once I get this bush done I'll probably go on to refitting the back wheel in as well, and then I'll be able to put the brake cable on and a few other things. So there's still plenty to do, so we'll crack on with it. Okay, Levi there on the lathe, and we're now drilling the hole up the middle of the bush. Yeah, mate, you see that it fits on. Give it a spin. How good it fits that?
Very.
Yeah, it is. Alright, so our outside diameter of our bush is done. This has got all grooves in it, so I don't have to put anything on the actual bush itself. Very happy with that, it's a good fit. So we've got our bush machined up. So I've reamed the inside out to suit the shaft size. Just hold the shaft from the back. Yeah, and there's nothing in that. But the problem I've got now is these sprockets aren't in alignment. And looking at the parts list over here, something I'm missing is this is your clutch setup through here, is this ring here, item 12, which says it is a distance ring. The only issue is I don't know what it's made out of. I mean, I can make one up easy enough, but whether it's steel or whether it's bronze. I'm sort of thinking it's bronze because the back of the clutch basket would be running up against the bearing at a different speed. So I'm just going to call a mate and verify it, and I'll have to make one of those up. It's about, I reckon it's about 3 mil out, like out of alignment that way. But anyway, got the bush done and I'm pretty happy. So I just got onto a mate of mine who's got a lot of Jawas, and yes, there is a piece behind here that's missing. It's a distance piece, and it's about 3 mil thickness, which is the error I have for the sprockets being out of alignment. So I will make up a spacer to go in here. It's a steel spacer apparently, so I'll harden that and surface grind it, and we'll get that in, and hopefully our sprockets will come into alignment. Alright, I've made the spacer, I've dropped it in, put a straight edge ruler across my sprockets, and they are spot on. So I'm very happy about that. So from here, this has got a shoulder on it, the same diameter as the bearing, so it just stands off got no overhang out in there, and it gives the clearance. Now this is the side, obviously you can see the difference in surface finish. This is the side that was parted off, so it's 0.05 of a mil thicker And what I'm going to do now is actually harden it and like heat treat it and then surface grind it. Just give it a lick on both sides for minimum cleanup and we'll have that done. So what this material is actually a bit of old hydraulic cylinder ram that I've machined this out of. So it's pretty good quality steel, and I reckon I'm getting pretty close to the temperature that I want it to be. I don't want it too hot. So that's in oil there. And that'll come up nice. So this old machine is an old Maxim tool and cutter grinder, Australian made. So I've just put a magnetic base on it. Obviously a normal surface grinder, this is all done by power. And it still is, it's just the power is me. So that's it's actually coming up alright so far. So I've got the nut done up there on the main shaft, and that's what we ended up with. There's no rock in it, and it's got, well, I calculated it out about 0.1 of a millimetre end float. So very happy. That turned out well. All right, that's it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have and you haven't done it before, click subscribe, and we'll see you next time when I get some shims and I can actually fix up that crank and see how we go there. So see you later.